Are you living life based off of free will, conscious decision, based off of who you really are and the outcomes you truly want? Or are you living life off of, living on autopilot based off domestications, how you was taught in life, and attachments, things you attach to?
I think in the beginning,
Let's start with.
I think in years before now, I was for sure living on like an autopilot. You know what I mean? More so just being domesticated and doing things based off of domestication. But recently in the last few years, I feel like it's more on the free will of what I really want out of life. Tapping in with, like she was saying, speaking better to myself, understanding that what I put out is what I get back, and understanding that the steps that I take, the decisions that I make, ultimately, you know what I mean, are going to get me to where I want to be. And I completely control my destiny. So I'm at that point in life right now where it's like, I'm living it more so like I'm the painter, you feel me? And I'm painting my canvas. Like I'm going to do it exactly how I want to do it. And it's going to get there.
Talk to us, Bonnie. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Let's do it.
Thank you. I just want to say, like, for me personally, I've been on a journey of the purification of the soul. And I feel as though, like, life, everyone was worried about how am I going to be successful? Or what am I going to do for a living? Or the success in my life. But in reality, like, I read something this morning, and it was about the grandson of the prophet. And he spent his whole life just doing good deeds in the middle of the night, helping those who needed it the most. And that was what he dedicated his life to, is doing a good deed every single day where no one would know what he was doing. Like, he would do it in secret, and he would do it in a moment where no one would know, like in the middle of the night, everyone's asleep except for those who are poor and have no one else to help them. They're outside in the middle of the night, like Skid Row. No one's out there helping them in the middle of the night. Everyone's out here partying, drinking, doing whatever to please ourselves. But what are we doing for the community? Nothing, because nobody cares about the community. I feel as though, like, if someone with a bright spirit comes out and does those works in secret, does like good deeds in secret, to me, that's an honorable characteristic. And it's like, to have honor in this world is like the best way to go for me.
Bars.
That's right.
Bars.
Heard that.
Talk to him, Bonnie.
Yeah,
drop
to be
that shit
honest,
on.
man, I don't even be knowing what I'm doing. I'm just following wherever God leads me. I know we wasn't gonna talk about religion or nothing, but
Nah, God,
you know,
ain't nothing
like
wrong
I'm
talking
just
about
following, God's footsteps. And like, to be honest, nigga done been through a lot, really came from nothing, really built this shit from the ground up, and had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to really figure out like who I am as a person, you know what I'm saying? And man, it's like it's God. It's God for me, for sure.
Shout out to God, man.
Yeah.
Whatever
The Most
God you
High,
worship.
whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you call
for
it.
sure,
But listen,
for sure.
I feel like there's levels to this shit, okay? I will say I'm 34 years old, and this ain't no sob story, but I lost both my parents by the time I was 20. So my parents died from like drugs and alcohol and all type of shit. So when I was younger, I was like, oh, fuck that. I'm never fucking doing drugs. I'm never drinking. I was straight sober. But I will say that, experimenting with things, and like when your parents die, you don't have nobody to disappoint. You make every decision on your own, and there's nobody that's gonna judge you because they're not here. I mean, they're here spiritually, but like physically, you don't have that person like telling you, oh, I'm disappointed, this and that. So I feel like there's levels to this shit. And as you get older and you have more life experience, I've lived like so many different places. Like I'm really a people person. And no matter what I've dibbled and dabbled with, I always choose to be a good person. I always treat people with respect, love, and that's what I try to spread. So just like what I was saying earlier, how you talk to yourself and what you choose, like self-discipline is so important.
Right.
So there's levels to, you could let loose and do your thing, but you always got to stay grounded and get back to the point where you're so, and a lot of people have to hit rock bottom to where, and no matter, it could be a relationship, it could be like a death of somebody, it could be whatever it is for you to hit that rock bottom numerous times in your life to where you're like, okay, I'm ready to make a big change. And that's what the fuck you do. I just did 50 days sober. I started getting back in the gym, and that gym shit really helped it was really for my mental health. I didn't get in the gym because I'm trying to be some fucking fitness model. No, I got in the gym for my mental health because I woke up, I didn't want to fucking go, and I still got up and I went and I felt so good. Even the little things around the house, even if it's doing the fucking dishes and you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm gonna do it. No, you're breaking promises to yourself. But once you keep making them little promises like happen every day, oh, I said I was gonna do something and I did it, I said I was going to call my friend today to check on them, and I did that. I said I was going to do this, and I fucking did it. That's when you start feeling empowered. So that's all I got to say about that. Just practice talking to yourself nicer and keeping those promises to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
Bars.
You know?
Yeah, nah, talking to yourself
Bars.
is for real.
Congrats on that sobriety too, because that's we
Thank
pushed
you.
that.
Yeah.
And I've been sober on and off many times. But you know, when I feel like it's my time to like let loose a little bit, cool, but I control it because you know
Now, once you
I
prove to
understand the limits of myself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No, that's cool.
there's-
I feel
That's
like, I
cool.
feel like once you prove it to yourself, then you're like, okay, I know I'm good. If I can
Yeah.
cold turkey, I need to cold turkey.
right.
But I
But
take
that's hard too. That's not easy for people to do. You feel me? But you got to practice that self-discipline. That's really where it's at, you know?
I don't like to think I'm on autopilot, but I low-key like to think I'm smart enough to know I'm not all the way in control. Because I do understand when I want things to go my way that God has a way of showing me like, nigga, you're not in control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So life start lifing on a nigga. You feel me? And
Right.
I do a lot of different things as far as me trying to get myself to places I want to be. And I know my biggest problem is that I want shit to happen the way I want it to happen. And like I say, God will be like, it's gonna happen on my time, not your time. So that's my biggest problem of not saying I don't have faith, but I need to be aware of that every time when I'm doing something. So if I put something out there, not worrying about the outcome, not worrying about certain shit, just have faith that it's gonna turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. So
Everything
that's
happens for a reason.
yeah,
man.
exactly. So sometimes you might have needed that setback because I feel like God set us back to set us up for something better.
Absolutely.
And that comes to how
feel-
you talk to
Yeah.
yourself about it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? In your own head.
Not even
That's where
on
it
that
comes in,
because
too.
some things can happen. You could be going through that shit in a moment. You be like, damn, why is this going on? But then down the line, you might figure out like, oh, this is why everything happened. So I just feel like everything is speed bumps and everything is, long as you don't never quit, you're going to get to where you're getting to. And I started waking up sometimes like, man, I'm fucking this day up. Yesterday beat my ass. I'm not playing with tomorrow.
Right.
Nigga, I'm saying when I get up, nigga, nothing is fucking with me today. I ain't letting nothing bother me. I'm going to do what I need to do. And that's the type of mindset I feel like I need to have every day.
It's
like
a practice. You know,
yeah,
you gotta,
exactly.
You got to
Yeah.
practice that for
How
sure.
you feel about it, sis? Talk to
I
him.
feel like
Spin that
everybody
mic,
has
spin that
some
mic.
Points, you know, I feel like everybody kind of got the gist, but I really kind of forgot what the question.
Okay, look. All right. She on autopilot right now.
She was
Look.
tapped into the
Look,
conversation,
this is the question.
bro.
That's why I tried to bring it back up, like to remind you.
Are you living life based off of free will or more so on autopilot, like domestication and attachment?
Oh, definitely free will. I feel like that's the only way to live. Like people just need to not think money is I personally think money is not the key to like life. I think it's like you're living your dreams and then money will follow you. If you're truly happy, like creating the things that you want to do in life and trusting it will make you successful, like I feel like money will chase you. Like you don't even have to chase the money. So
I believe in manifestation too, for sure.
yeah, so that's like my perception of it.
Okay, me personally, most of the world, they move off of domestication and attachment. They on autopilot, right? They go to work every day. They take the same route to work every day. They take the same route home every day. They do the same tasks at work every day. Home, kids, homework, like everything is on autopilot. They rarely take a risk. They rarely take any chances outside of what's already designed in their schedule. And I think the only progress comes from taking risks. Like even the small risks, like I said, you might take the same route to work every day. It's every now and then, once a week, take the scenic route, take a different route. Just give your mind something different to look at, even in your schedule. Okay, after work, I usually come home and do an hour scrolling. Instead of the hour scrolling, take an hour reading, take an hour to go to the gym,
Right.
take an hour to walk on the beach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Change things up, because you'll look up one day, 10 years have passed and you're like, God damn, I've been living the same life for 10 years. Most people live the same life their whole life. They never travel. They never do anything significant in life. They look up like, damn, life is over with.
Yeah.
But
Right.
you don't want to spend your life living the same life. Take a fucking gamble. Because the only only person who gets any progress is the person who takes risks. And the only person who doesn't take risk is the man who does nothing. The person who does nothing. Don't be that person. You got 5,000, hey, spend 2,500. Go invest that in the stock. Who cares if you fuck it up? That's a learning experience. You're gonna learn to be better the next time. Next time you invest that 25, you might flip that shit to 5. You might flip that 5 to 10. You might be 100 bands up in 6 months, but you'll never know if you don't take the risk.
Bar.
Like, oh, this is my only last 25,000, 2,500. Yeah, and it's gonna dwindle away, and that 25 gonna be zero
Right.
because your
Right.
ass didn't take a gamble. Take a motherfucking risk, man. Life is about taking risks because life really has no meaning. I got to say this every episode because we are programmed to believe, okay, we got to do this. I got to get a career. I got to get the white picket fence. I got to get the dog. I got to get the house. No, you got to get what the fuck you want to get out of life.
Absolutely.
You define your life. She decided, I want to be a rapper. I don't want to go to college. I want to be a rapper. I don't know if she go to college, but that's what she defined for her life. Somebody might look at her
I
like,
only made it to 10th grade. Fuck school.
hey, on 23rd.
Fuck school, man. No,
Just because you go to school don't mean you're educated, man.
Yeah,
I'll put that out there.
Don't
You
need
feel me?
school to be
Dummies that go to
successful.
school,
That's a fact.
you
But like
need
I was
life
saying-
experience.
But go to
man.
school though.
Life
We
experience.
ain't disclosing that either.
No, but
man.
like I was saying, define what
Teach
you
yourself.
want for your life. That is the true definition of free will. You don't have to pick from these pre-selected options that society
Facts.
tells you. If you want to be somebody that live off the grid and live off the land, go do that. That's successful for you. If you want to be a millionaire, go make that happen. That's successful for you. But just because somebody else chooses a different option, don't make them a failure. Your success ain't my success.
I'm gonna say, and I like that you said that because people compare people's success so much. The success that somebody else want, they might have a stronger appetite or ambition to get success that you don't want. So the person that decides to have a family with a picket house, that might be their success. The person that wanted to open a gas station and did that, that's successful to them. So I don't look at it as, oh, because you got X amount of money, but you still miserable, that you more successful than me. You feel me? So it just depends. But get the money though. Money gonna make everything better.
Oh, baby. Hey, I like that
I
you.
gotta make money tattooed.
Hey, look, I was saying,
Yeah.
hey, she dropped a bar, and I don't even know if she noticed it, but she said the small decisions that you make every day. That's what shapes the success.
Now, that's what makes
right?
us who we are.
Life is accumulative, meaning the small decisions create the big outcome. So if you make small decisions that leads to small positive decisions every day, that leads towards a bigger success. Or you can make small decisions, dumbass decisions that'll lead toward failure. So
It's a path. You're gonna keep going this way, or you could chip it
I'm
off and
saying,
start
think
going
about
this
your
way.
day. What decisions are you making the most? Okay, cool. I do this in the morning. I do this in the evening. I do this in the afternoon. Is that leading you towards success or failure? Because it's all small decisions.
Right.
You can wake up this morning and you can be like, you know what? I'm finna go see what this crypto doing. Okay, cool. I'm finna invest this. Okay, cool. I'm finna work towards my business. Or you can wake up and get fucked up and your whole day faded.
And if you don't know how to do it, look on the internet. We got the internet, bro. Research some shit, bro.
YouTube University.
We grew up without internet, dude.
Oh,
Like to
insane.
really think about it. Now we got the resources at our hands. Like I just posted my son the other day because he signed to LA Models, doing some modeling shit. People, all these parents in my DM, like, how do I get my son signed up to this? Do the research, bro. Look it
it's
up.
right
Google
there.
it.
Do
You
your
feel
research.
me? Google
Right
it.
there
Get
for
on
you.
YouTube, man. Listen to some fucking self-help shit. I'm very big into self-help too. So like I be reading a lot of shit. Like I'll be on YouTube, even if I go to the gym. And just like you said, changing up your routine. I'm a Taurus. So like routine is like, it's like just in me. So like I even had to tell myself, like, let me hit some different shit at the gym. Let me take let me take a walk today. Let me go on a hike today. Let me do this. Let me do that. Just change up your routine and don't be afraid to take certain risks. I was about to go to the gym today and Bonnie was like, hey, you want to come to this podcast? And I was like, I made a decision like, fuck yeah, let's go, dude. Like you have to just make those decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even overthink it. Like whatever your gut instinct is telling you to do for yourself, follow that shit, bro.
Nah,
Because-
that's bars. Hey, change up y'all routine, fellas. You feel me? If you only hitting thick chicks, hit a skinny one every now and then.
You know what
If you only
I'm
like
saying?
white chick, go fuck with a white chick every now and then. You feel me? Switch
If
up
you
your
only smoke
routine.
OG, go smoke some Zaza, man. You know.
Bars.
I wanted to ask you, who do you like to listen to, like on YouTube? Like, who do you go out to research?
There's a lot of different people. I really suck at names. I'm fucking terrible with names.
okay.
But I've been listening to this guy named Joe Dispenza lately. He's really big on like.
Joe Dispenza is deep.
Yeah, he's big on like the scientific shit to it, like, and also like I believe that like even if you're sick, like you can change your mindset and heal yourself. Like I
that's a
really
fact.
believe
Body
that.
hit your.
So I've been
Everything is
listening to
mental.
him a lot
But-
lately, and like Tony Robbins. There's just a bunch of people. Like I'll go on, we got the little book app in our phone, so I'll go on there and just type in self-help, and you can just click on something and see where it takes you. You know what I mean? Even if you don't spend that much time, you might even just need to read a paragraph to something, and your whole day is gonna change because it's stuff that you already know, but you need to be reminded of. Like you don't have somebody sitting there every day. Like y'all are sisters, so you be talking to each other all day. If you by yourself, you know what I mean? It's hard to have that type of conversation,
Hey,
that
y'all
reminder.
low-key-
You know what I
y'all
mean?
Y'all
low-key
tapped
tapped
in,
in,
and
so-
I like that. But I'm gonna give y'all some people, man. You got David Goggins, and these are people from 1990. But
David
you got
Goggins hard.
But
That's my
I fuck
dog
with
right
David
there.
Goggins because he in modern time. That nigga's an animal, probably the most animal man on earth right now.
Yeah.
But then you got
Bob Proctor, man.
you got
Shout out,
Bob
rest in peace,
Proctor,
Bob Proctor.
not Bob Proctor only.
Jim Rohn.
You got Napoleon Hill. You know what I mean? Earl Nightingale. These people, you go look them up. They got stuff on
Bars.
YouTube that's gonna give you a whole layout of everything you need to do. It's some
Sometimes
shit.
I just type in motivation and I
Yeah.
just click on a fucking video. They got all types of videos, there's collabs of all types of those people.
But
Just
these
listen to
people,
some
these
shit.
people are giving you step by step about universal
Yeah.
laws about how the mind works, and it's a clear indicate about the body heals itself. When you get a cut, your body automatically gonna heal itself. You feel me? And that's the same thing with them internal diseases. If your mind and affirmations is
Sebi,
right,
bro.
yeah,
Dr. Sebi.
If you
Yeah.
believe, the
Yeah.
mind can achieve.
exactly.